Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video on DC Universe Online. It's me, Ventus SGN. What's going on? How you guys doing? This video got a pretty awesome PvP video to show you because I played against a really awesome Quantum DPS while I was on my Rage and two-handed DPS doing PvP Batcave. I love doing PvP Batcave, and I was just so surprised that it wasn't as toxic as I thought it was. Like, everybody had me thinking that PvP in DC Universe Online was so completely broken. It was all just atomic tank and mental trolls and just a bunch of fire heals, whatever like that. But surprisingly enough, there are some people out there in DC Universe Online who just want a fair PvP match, and I'm going to show you one of them coming up after the intro. Let's get right into it.
That's right, my friend. Let me ask you, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Alright, so most of you out there who have been with me for a while, watched me grow from DC Universe Online, you may be asking yourself this question, which I get asked a lot now that I've been starting playing DC Universe Online again, by people in tells and whispers. They're like, Ventus, are you back on DC Universe Online? Well, for the time being, I am going to make a brief return back to DC Universe Online, see everything that's changed. I've wasted a boatload of money, it's like a butt and a boat together, a butt and a boatload of money on buying time capsules from my Hard Light Tune, so I'm just going to upload some gameplay of maybe doing some PvP and doing some PvE with my Hard Light character because I love being a Hard Light character. So if you definitely want to play some DC Universe Online with me, definitely let me know, man. My CR right now is like 238, so if you are there or higher and you want to get some DC Universe Online PvEM with me, let me know. And also, too, man, if you want to do some fair PvP, I'm not talking about mental troll versus rage DPS. I'm talking about if you've got a fair DPS build and you want to go against my DPS build, definitely want to, you know, have that happen, especially if you're atomic DPS. I want to fight some atomic DPS. I feel like when I'm playing this Quantum DPS right here, I was so happy to play this guy because everybody that I was playing against today, I know his gear isn't the best, so it's kind of like a mollywop. Actually, I've been away from DC Universe Online for so long, I really don't even know if gear actually matters anymore like that. So maybe you guys can tell me down in the comments because I have no idea. But yeah, it was just really refreshing playing against this guy because everybody that I came across this day, they were all playing their roles, right? And there was just one DPS that was just destroying me with rifle and electric, and I just don't even want to put that gameplay on there, but he's probably watching this right there and he's like, oh yeah, you got bodied, blah 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 blah. I don't know. This game is super toxic when it comes to getting beat like that. In no way, shape, or form am I saying I am the best PvPer, because I am not, never was, never have been, probably never will be the best at PvP at any game, but I like to say I can hold my own. Go Gamer, he typed in the comments of the last video, he was like, bro, what are you doing? You are losing all of your rage damage by not doing rage combos. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point, man. I fight unorthodox. That's how I've always been. I always like to do that in my video games. I don't want to show you what the best thing is to use with a character or a specific build or a loadout. I want to show you something else that works, what I use and what works for me. And I really just changed everything on this character, this rage DPS build for PvP. I changed it out of might, and because I know powers are might based, but I changed it to precision so I can beat him down with my weapon because I run out of power too much, bro. Like, it's crazy how much power that this tune drinks. I don't know, maybe I'm like not managing my skills or abilities well, but I feel like no, powers, I'm only going to use them for the ability that gives me back my health, and then to do a little bit more damage, and then if I have to with the guys blocking, I'll hit that lacerate move. Yeah, I finally remember what it's called, lacerate. Lacerate's such an amazing skill, because if they're blocking, they're taking damage, you know, there's no interrupt and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. So, definitely want to try to revive PvP, man, if I can. I know Godman's out there somewhere. We used to have so much fun doing those PvP wars off in the PvP Gotham. That would be dope if we could do that again. I don't know, PvP. Yeah, you know, let's just try to put it together. I was playing PvE today, and people were talking about PvP in the trade chat, or the shout chat, and they were saying how it's no fun for anybody except for mental trolls and atomic tanks, and I'm just like, yeah, well, here's the thing. If all the PvP guys who want to PvP the right way flood PvP and do PvP the right way, I know what you're saying, Ventus, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but there is. Let's just, listen, let's call a spade a spade. If you're going in PvP talking about, oh, I'm going to do atomic tank, oh, I'm going to do water heals and fight, no, you're doing it the wrong way. when they put those roles, and this is how I feel, you may feel differently. Everybody's open to their opinions, but this is right. Listen, this is right. Those roles, tank, heal, troll, in PvP, they're not meant for one-on-ones. Sure, you can do them. Sure, you can do them. But the one-on-one fights, they're meant for DPSing. That's the reason why they took away, way back when, the different gear that had different roles attuned to them. So you can switch out and be any role or whatever like that. I feel like they did that because they want everybody to DPS and not have to go through the hassle of getting 2 sets of gear or whatever like that. Because I remember I grinded till I got 2 sets of gear, and then they took away my second set or whatever. I was kind of pissed about that, but it's whatever. But no, those roles, they're for like 4v4 scrims, bro. Like, hey, we've got a tank, a healer, a DPS, and another DPS. That's what those other roles for. They're not for 1v1 Batcave. So I feel as if, and this is just my opinion, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. I feel as if everybody went back to doing PvP, you saw that arrow flurry, I love that. If everybody went back doing PvP the way that we used to do it, just flood PvP with your mental DPS, with your fire DPS, you know, just a bunch of DPSs fighting the right way without all that cheese, I believe PvP can come back to its former glory. I know there are some things that are unbalanced, but we as a PvP community, and I can't even say we anymore because I'm not even included, I sort of abandoned the game. I left it with the kids and the house payment and the car bills and just found another family. But I feel as if the PvP community could revive it ourselves and just PvP. That's it, just PvP. Let's do it the right way. Go back to Fight Club, you know, stuff like that. I know there's not a whole lot of people playing, and a lot of the people that I used to play with kind of stopped because the PvP is just dead at the moment. But the dude was like, you know, it's only fun for those types. And I'm like, well, if you let those dudes just run wild in PvP like that and then just give up, of course it's just going to be a battlefield for those like people. You know, I don't want to call them lowlifes. I was about to call them lowlifes. But for real, though, I mean, just think about it. What's the point of fighting a DPS versus a build that's just going to get all of its health back? I mean, I found a way to fight that one healer in that last video uploaded. If you haven't checked that video out, man, go and check that video out, bro. This dude, oh, man, what was his name? Something acceleration. He was a water healer, and I couldn't beat that dude for the life of me until I changed my build around to give myself some healing back to fight with him. I don't like the whole thing of healing back in PvP. I think we should just DPS it. But you know, hey, then again, I'm using Rage, right? I'm such a hypocrite when it comes to that. Rage is heals. But they took away Rage's heals. Like, the Rage Crest, it's been nerfed, and they didn't bring it back, which, I don't know. It's weird. And listen, talk about stuff that's changed. Man, I went on PvE, and there are so much things different, like these augments and these all that stuff is completely, like, brand new to me and so foreign. Like, I think I've got a handle on it, but not sure. Like, I still got to figure out the whole exobyte thing or the flawless exobyte. I have no idea what any of that crap even means. I know if you press some buttons on some UI screen, something says it ranked up, and I don't know. I feel like some of it, because I read the patch notes or the release dates did on it, instead of putting gear mods in your gear, you just mod yourself or whatever. So I'm still trying to figure that stuff out, man. I'm probably going to sit down with somebody at some point in time and talk to them and have them walk me through this long and arduous process. But I'm a gamer, and I want to figure it out myself first. And undoubtedly, I'm going to screw it up. So after I screw it up, then I'll probably talk to somebody. But I think I'm on the right track now. I've got some artifacts in there that complement my hard light DPS and my hard light troll, so I should be good. I did one raid the other day, or yesterday, actually. Yeah, yesterday. I did a raid, and I trolled it solo. I don't know what raid it was. I couldn't tell you. I didn't even record it because I knew I was going to do bad. But it was we had 2 heals, and then me as the troll, and the rest DPS, and I guess 1 tank. And we did it. It was okay. You know, I just queued up for it randomly, and people just queued up. You know, that's one of the things that I kind of think sucks about this game now, bro. The LFG is just, it's... No one does anything anymore, bro. It's like if you try to shout for a role for something, no one's really going to reply, and you might get 1 or 2 people to reply, but then they're just going to be like, well, if you don't have anybody in 2 minutes, I'm dipping. I mean, that's always been the problem, but now it's much more of a problem because the population of this game is kind of down. I wonder if I can help. You know, I wonder if I can help. I know I probably couldn't help. Maybe about a couple hundred people out of my viewers, my subscribers, might jump on DC Universal Online and play, and you're asking yourself, Ventus, is this game worth it to play in 2019? I'm going to give it to you honest. This game was popping back into 2015, 2013. That's when it had its shine on. Right now, I mean, you got to try it and play it for yourself, man. That's all I can tell you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, this game is so awesome. What I will tell you is that I have fun doing PvP when I do it the right way, and I have never experienced anywhere else a game, an MMO game, where you have to work together with your team to accomplish a goal in a raid. I've played other MMOs, and none of them are quite as challenging as DC Universe Online. So if you want to experience that, definitely check that out, man. You might have some fun. You might like it, you might hate it, because who am I to tell you what you're going to like? Right? And I just beat that guy. GG. Shout out to that dude for fighting me in DPS stance. Thank you. More DPSing. Less rolls. PvP 1v1s. Thank you guys. I'm Ventus SGN, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.
And his name is John C.